Hello everyone, coming in for this Honeybee Stamps live stream today. I'm going to be creating a bright birthday card with our new Love You S'more stamp set. So I'm going to use the cute little s'more cookie and this I Need Some More Friends Like You, and then also a birthday sentiment from one of our older stamp sets. I'm going to use some of the sweet little faces that were in the new To My Butter Half to cutesy up my little s'more cookies and little marshmallows. Let's see, I see everybody coming in the chat. Hello, hello. I want to welcome everyone, and I want to welcome you if you are coming in for the replay later on as well. So you'll hear me chatting with friends that are over in the chat right now, and then you can always leave your comments and questions below if you watch the replay. Let's see. Hello, Deanna. Hello, Rebecca. Hey, Lisa. Okay, so because I am using our s'more set, but creating it into more of a birthday theme instead of Valentine's Day, I'm going to pull some of our Over the Rainbow paper pad. I've had this on my desk lately to create bright and fun birthday cards, and I just couldn't help myself again today with all of the bright and fun patterns inside. So I'm going to do kind of make it a more masculine card. I guess it could go for a girl or a boy, but I'm going to use this beautiful turquoise paper that has kind of the wonky little spots on it, a top folding card base, and maybe some little rock star confetti here, sequins. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, let me show you what I have done so far. So as again, I mentioned I'm going to use this little s'more cookie here, and that I Need Some More Friends Like You sentiment. This is going to be on the outside of my card, and then I'm going to add a little happy birthday sentiment. Let me show you that one. I'm going to use this fun happy birthday, and this is going to be stamped on the inside of my card. So this is from an older set, and it is called Thanks a Bunch. So you can see all the fun fonts in this one. There's also a coordinating die set that's going to cut out several of those sentiments in this set. So fun. I'm going to pull out one of our oldies here. Let's see here. Hello, hello, Deanna and Martha and Jan and Nicole. Hello. Ooh, Nicole is in Alaska. Ooh, fun. I've always wanted to visit Alaska. Hello, Miss Teresa. Okay, so what I have done is I've prepared my card base, and I have prepared some of my little s'mores. Now, I've got 3 already done for my card, but I had an extra one. I didn't know if you guys would be interested in watching how I color one of the s'mores, or if you would rather me just get to the card making. Like, no, I know how to color. I've done all that. Just get to the card making. Or, sure, I'd like to watch you color. So it's kind of up to you guys today. I'm just going to kind of throw it out there. Let's see. Masculine cards are always more challenging, eager to see what you make with the cute s'mores. Let's see. Hey, Felicia. Hey, is it Brigitte? Hello, hello. Hey, Sandra. Hello, Anne. Hey, Heather. Rebecca's saying, ooh, sure, Jane, color, please. Now, I have to warn you, I am not, and I say this probably every live stream, I'm not like a super, I'm gonna come in a little bit. I am not like your professional colorer. So I do what I think looks cute, and that's how I do it. So I'm going to just pick out my colors, and I'll show you what colors I use along the way and kind of show you my process here. So, and I'm picking them as we go. I don't have anything laid out. So I'm going to kind of lay out, I know an E30, kind of have in my mind what I want the, the cookie and the chocolate and the things to look like. So I'm picking out a lot of like E37s, which is that nice like chocolate brown, a lighter color, some lighter colors for my marshmallow. And then I need some cookie colors. Let's see here, E31, E33. Those are going to be good. Okay, let's see here. Milky Way. I think that's what I used for the marshmallows. Okay, I'm just going to get started and get going here. And you'll see how easily I do this. I don't really follow any kind of rhyme or reason or the rules. I just kind of go for it. So what I'm going to do is I personally like to start with my darker areas first, because personally, if I do not start with my darker areas first, my whole image tends to get too dark. So I'm going to put my dark in first because I can always add more later, but I'm just going to add my dark chocolate down here at the bottom. No, nothing fancy. And that's not even chocolate. Is that chocolate? No, that's a cookie. See, I've already messed it up. So I'm going to do my chocolate. I'll fix the cookie here in a minute. My chocolate. And I'm going to scrub out. Let's see here. Let's see if this is not. Okay, are we back? Let's see here. Okay. I hope we're back. Let's see, E50 is always good. Yes, it's so light and so creamy. And I've already boo-booed, but I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to go for it. Let me get another like darker chocolate to kind of go right in here to really bring that out and differentiate it from the rest of the cookie. Let's see here. This is the one I want. E35 is called Chamois, and that's going to lighten that chocolate up just a little bit. And I'm going to let that sit for a second. I'm going to work on my boo-boo right here because I thought I was coloring chocolate and it's actually a cookie. So I'm going to take my E31 and I'm going to see, okay, I like that, how that is for the little cookie part. And I'm going to try to scrub out or lighten up where I boo-booed. I'm not going to restamp it. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm just going to correct my mistake. You can already see where this is starting to get lighter right here, where I've just gone over that really dark chocolate brown with this E31, and that's lightening up my boo-boo mistake there on the cookie. So I'm going to go ahead and do the top part of the cookie with the same E31. Just like so. And then I can take my E35, which is actually the lightest part of my chocolate, and I'm going to add a few just dark spots here. Just a little bit where the cookie would be kind of cooked, baked. Let's see here. And I'm kind of using my other little guys up here as a guide. And you can see how fast that I'm coloring here. And then if I wanted to scrub this out, I think it's looking pretty good right now. If I wanted to scrub it out even more, and what I mean by scrub it out, I mean take some of that really dark off of there. I could go back over it with a lighter color, but I think we're looking better. I think that's looking pretty good like it is. Let's see here. Could be melted chocolate that ran over. Thank you, Miss Nicole. See, we always have to see and we have to just go with the flow. Hello, you're back. Michelle, I'm back. Yes. I'm excited to see your marshmallow. Okay, so this is what scared me, Rebecca, on the marshmallow. I'm thinking, okay, we want it to look toasted, right? And I'm going to set some of these darker ones aside so I don't accidentally grab them. I want it to look toasted, a little bit creamy. I don't want it to look too yellow, but I also don't want it to go into the browns of the cookie. So, and I honestly, I don't even remember which one I did earlier. That one's pretty yellow. Let's do a tester. That one's a little bit orangey color. This one's eggshell. And this is what I do. I kind of test it out. I'm kind of liking, which one was this? I think it was the milky white. Nope, that was the yellow one. This one. Let's see here. Maybe even that one. Okay, so this is the one I'm going to settle on. This is E50. This is the one that one of the gals in the chat said that she likes. This is eggshell, so super light, creamy. And all I'm going to do, because I don't want to cover up the whole thing, I don't want to color the whole thing, I'm going to go from the side and just scooch it like this and drag it. So that it looks like it's toasted on the side, but the whole thing is not covered. Okay, are we back? Making me hungry. I love these. Okay. All right. So, and then I'm going to I start straight on that stamp line and then just drag it over. And I'm going to leave the center of it white. I'm not going to color any of that. I'm going to leave it. And you can kind of see where we're getting that kind of a little bit toasty look right there on the sides. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and stamp a little face on here. Let's use the face that comes in here with the s'more. So there's one little face here. I'm going to take him. Let's just put him on a stamping block like so. And I don't want to use VersaFine, because VersaFine ink, which I'm going to use for my sentiment later, it will smear with your Copic markers. So this one will not smear. Okay, so you could just use whatever Copic safe ink that you wanted. And I'm going to get right over the top here. And then I'm going to hold down that ink for just a second, so it kind of has time to seep into the paper. I'm going to read this comment from Vicky. Is it normal cardstock that you use with alcohol markers or the blending paper? Vicky, I am using Nina Solar White, and I believe, let me feel it. This is probably 110 pound. Some people use 80 pound. But it's Nina Solar White cardstock. And it's a little, I'll tell you, if you see Nina cardstock and it looks like it's pretty inexpensive, that may not be the one that you want to use. The good paper that everybody uses to color on and to blend, it's a little pricier. But if you're going to do a lot of coloring, it's worth it in the long run to go ahead and pick up some good paper, because it really will make all the difference when you start coloring. Okay, so I'm going to use R30 for his cute little cheeks right out here. Just like so. And one of his little cheeks is crooked, but we don't care. Like so. And then to finish these little guys up, you can add a little bit of detail with your glaze pins or your little jelly roll pins or markers. And so first off, I'm going to take a white, and I always like to prep it first off on the side. And I'm just going to give it some of your little highlights. And this is totally optional. You don't have to do any of this. That little stamp is super cute just by itself. And then I'm going to take the black. And somebody mentioned the other day, these pins, they have the gloss to them, but they are also raised. Somebody made a good description the other day. it's almost like you have heat embossed when you use these little pins because they're raised just a little bit. So it gives it a little bit of dimension. Okay, so now you can see how quick that was to color this little guy, even when I boo-booed on the little cookie on the underside. Let's see here. Terry had a really good idea. I think I need to get those stamps because they could pass for French macarons and make them for, I make them for a living. Yes, you could. And there's also, I think if you, especially if you played with it and maybe rounded them out just a little bit and maybe put some little froofy little sprinkles or glitters or something like that on there, I think you could totally pass them as macarons. Okay, I'm going to shove all my markers back into their little house here. Thanks for hanging with me while I did a little coloring today. I usually don't color because I know you guys are busy and have things going on and don't always want to watch that stuff. Okay, so now I am ready to build my card. So I've got just a top folding card base, and I'm just going to add this with, I think I'm going to use a tape runner first. And again, this is from our Over the Rainbow paper pad. I'm gonna open her up, and then I know that I'm gonna have a pretty good white edge around it. I cut this a little smaller than I normally would because I really wanted a little highlight, a little place to stack all of my little cookies. Okay, before I get too far and add my little guys, I do want to go ahead and stamp my sentiments while my card is nice and flat. So I'm going to stamp, I need some more friends like you. Peel this off. I'm going to use, let's pull out the mini Misty. She needs some love here. So I'm going to pull this out, and this is going to go right down here in the bottom. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and close the door. And then I can make sure we're all nice and straight. That looks pretty darn good. And then as I mentioned before, I'm going to use a VersaFine for my sentiment. I love the way that this stamps sentiment. It's nice and sharp and really crisp black. This is a brand new stamp that I have not used. And you know, normally they take a little bit of prep to get them ready to go. And you'll see with this VersaFine ink, it really is going to give you a really great impression right off the bat. Again, I want to make sure everything is in there. Okay, and now I've got my little sentiment on the outside. Before I stamp, let's see here. I don't know where my little flag is. And before I touch this, I'm going to heat set it. This ink stays a little wet, so I'm just going to hit it really fast. Hello, hello. Hey, Dee's Creation. Let's see, now I have to head to the crafter and color s'mores. I always forget to hope it's safe. Otherwise, it's use memento, maybe? Okay. So now that that is set, I can go ahead and stamp the happy birthday that I want on the inside. Now this is where I'm going to pull in this happy and birthday from the Thanks a Bunch stamp set. I love the mix of the fonts. This is going to be fun either for an adult card or for a kid's card. I was thinking this more for like a little boy. So I can have my happy kind of up in this area. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Happy, and I can already tell that she's a little crooked. So let's Get it down just a little bit. Pick her up. That's not looking too bad. And then, let's see here. I need a magnet. So I'm going to put that guy right there. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my happy. And so I'm going to get it one more time and make it really pretty and crisp. There we go. And then I'm going to put that with my other stamp. And now I can line up birthday. And I could either put it right underneath. I can kind of pop it over here. I think I'll go kind of right in the center there. And then I'm going to pick it up and take a look. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp it again. Let's see, Teresa's saying, I love honeybee stamps. I use the pine cones, yay, and the wreath builder dies for Christmas cards. Love it. Didn't you love that pine cone? Isn't it so fun to play with? You can do it flat. You can pop up areas. I had the most fun using that pine cone. I used it for several things this Christmas, just like you. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to close that. Not to make a mess. Close that. Set it aside. And I'm going to hit that inside again. Okay, now I've got this puppy ready to go, and now it's time to add the little finishing touches here with my cute little s'mores. Let's pop these up with a little bit of foam tape. And I'm going to start, I think, with the bottom one first. And we're going to pile them on top of one another. Let's see. Yes, that sentiment set is a great one. I'm going to lay it right here. Let's see. While I'm working. Okay, so you've got thanks a bunch, you brighten my day. There's a lot of good ones. Hello, beautiful, you're a keeper. So they kind of can be used for anything. That's kind of the fun of that one. So I'm going to put this guy kind of straight like so. Get me some more fun foam tape. Let's see what else we have this one. We've got other words, special, friend, extra, love. Let's see, happy everything, happy day. So lots of little mix and match words there with that one. Let's see, this little guy, I'm going to cock kind of this way. And then we'll do the other little guy the other way. So kind of stack him this way, like so. And then I think to finish it off, I think I'm going to go ahead and instead of adding hearts and things like that, I'm going to add stars for a birthday card. Let's see here. Yes, Miss Michelle, I like the different fonts too. I like when Melissa mixes the fonts and gives us lots to choose from and different looks. Okay, I'm going to use my honeybee stamps glue. I'm going to put these kind of right around my sentiment. So I've got my glue and I'm going to use my little pickup pin. Now this is called the Rockstar, let me see what it's called, confetti mix. And it's different sizes and colors of stars. So I'm going to pick a big one right here like so. Let's do a little one. like so. And then I think I want like a medium-sized one over here. And then I think we're good. Let's see here. Let's see here. The card's adorable. Love the faces on the s'mores. Yes, and let's see, that was Deanna that said that. I love, and I've mentioned this before, I love that Melissa on these sets left the faces off of the things, but added them in separately. So you can either have it like this and it be a little more adultish, should we say, or you can make them kind of fun. All of these little kind of punny sets that have the little images, some of them have the little faces, and I love that they're left off. And you can either add them or not add them. So they're kind of fun. Okay, let's see here. Now let's see if any of you have, what pickup tool did I use? This is the Marvy Jewel Picker. And I believe that this is at, you can find this at honeybeestamps.com. I'm almost absolutely positive. But it has two ends. So it's got like a fat end if you're picking up larger things, and then it's got a skinnier tip. Let's see here. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Is that just a diamond painting pick? I'm not sure what the diamond, I know what craft that you're talking about, but this is specifically called a Marvy Jewel Picker. Let's see here. Okay. I think that, do you guys have any other questions about anything that we've used today or any of the stamp sets or anything like that? So I just created with kind of what was put out as a Valentine's Day set and made a birthday card out of it. Let's see here. Thanks for coloring. You're welcome. And I am not a pro. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I promise you. Let's see here. I love to look at Pinterest and Instagram and things just like you guys do. And I really kind of zoom in on somebody that has really nice coloring and just kind of see, okay, where did they put their darker spots? Where did they put their shadows? How did they do the little cheeks and things like that? So, yes. Let's see here. Pinterest, yes, Pinterest has amazing inspiration. And did you guys know that Honeybee Stamps has a Pinterest page? We do, with a bunch of our blog posts and cards and tutorial videos and all of the things. So if you haven't checked that out, you might want to do that. Let's see here. Thank you, Miss Marcy. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to sign off here. Let's see, that's the Marvy Jewel Picker. Yes. Oh, she'll get on that now. Oh, the Pinterest, I bet you're talking about. Okay. All right, you guys, if you don't have any other questions, you're welcome, Miss Marcy. I'm going to go in the other room and hang out with my kiddos, and I will see you back on Instagram and Facebook next Tuesday evening. And I guess I will talk to you guys then. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Bye-bye. Happy crafting.